All right, here's Putin. He's right here. Anyway, he's leaving. He's leaving right there. Anyway, actually, I'm going to say I think the bottom for silver's in. I'm going to say that. Last August, around the last summer, whatever it was taking longer for it to hit the bottom than I thought, and it never got down below that 26 mark or whatever, and it finally broke through. I expected it to break through 26 back last summer in 2012, and I thought it was going to go to like 24 and a half, 24, 25, in that range. That's where I thought it was going to go. I thought it was going to go. Gold was going to go significantly below 1,500. It's like that classic last dip, but that doesn't mean it has to go all the way down to like, have below 1,400 on gold or whatever. Right now, everybody's tending to predict it's going to go much, much lower because it went down a lot harder tonight. But this could be it. I'm not just saying that because I'm bullish on the metals, but or like wishful thinking. I don't know if it went all the way down to oblivion or whatever. I'm not going to sell it. I'll never sell it until I get what I think is where it's worth. I ain't going to sell it. Period. So, they can do whatever they want. It doesn't matter to me. So it doesn't matter at all. Hey, just some shiny coins. Who cares? Anyway, and I have it electronically. I'm still not going to sell that either. So now we see why Sprott was dumping beforehand. I put that thing out on it. Thanks Silver Mania for telling me about that. But this might be it. This might be it. It's just that, well, the way I figured the Fibonacci, the way I calculated it, it was like 24 and a half for silver, like solidly below 1,500 for gold, but not like way, way below that. Palladium, I wouldn't freaking know. The Russians control that metal. It could be all over the place. That thing, I wouldn't know. That's such a tiny market. It's bad enough trying to predict silver. Predicting palladium, forget about it. But this could actually be it tonight. This could be it. So there's something else. Oh, the Korean War, which is not yet, or whatever it is, or the Korean threats of war. I find that very interesting that that's playing out at this time. And one thing I was saying about the metals, where they can really go up, and I thought they were going to go up a lot in 2012 because there was threats of war with Iran. Why is Korea being so belligerent now? The one thing I see why they're doing this is because they think the United States is going to be busy with a conflict with Iran, and that'll be the best time for them to do something. That's why I think they're pumping up right now. It's a guess. It's a guess. But everybody else puts out their guesses. But I realize sometimes my instincts aren't too bad. They're not that. It's not an instinct. It makes sense. They did that last time when Saddam Hussein was being, they were going to did right before Desert Storm. Korea was making all kinds of noise and stuff. And in military circles, they were very worried about trying to fight two wars at once. But Desert Storm was basically the 100-hour war, 100 hours on a land, and the whole thing was done. So then Korea backed off. But I think they're making noise, right? But that's important to the metals and oil and everything else. So this could be the final shakeout, and then something might happen later on, maybe this year, and then silver's going to start going up, gold's going to go up, oil's going to go up, and all that type of stuff. When things are high, everybody's all elated. When things are low, they're all predicting further and further down. But originally, I thought silver was going to go between 24 and 25. That was what I thought. So it might be it. I don't think, it's going to go way, way lower. It shouldn't. It shouldn't, because I think, I don't know. They're probably going to run out of this stuff at this price. Gainesville Coins, though, if you want coins, Gainesville Coins has still got coins online you could buy, no problem. I don't think they'll run out too bad. They'll have stuff available if you want to buy. I'm not buying anymore. I'm just sitting because I got plenty of cash to last me a real long time, and that's why I could play nice and calm. So, but you know, if they actually said somehow that paper is worth that much that these jerks produce out of their ass, you know what? Hey, I'll just I'll get a printing press. You know, I'll make my own fiat notes and call them something, you know, these are Florida fiat notes. There, give me some silver, here's some paper. I'll make my own little business out of paper. I mean, you're not allowed to do that, are you? But hey, you know, if they accept them as currency, that's the game, right? But what we got going on, as I pointed out in the last video, it's almost like the price and wage controls. The futures market's bullshit. It's not going by supply and demand. There's so many shenanigans going on in that electronic market. It's BS all the way. But there is a limit to how far it can go. They're just trying to shake people out. And I just want to repeat again, last summer, this is what I expected. Then it started going up. That's where I got like thrown off. I expected it to hit about between 24 and 25 on silver and get solidly below 1500, what Mark Farber said. The guy's been right. He's been right. But now that everybody's like panicking that it's going to go to 22 and 18 and 15, like some people were panicking all along, but now more and more people are convinced of that route. It may not. It may not. I mean, I don't know that for sure, but 24 to 25 is what I originally thought last summer. This could be it. We'll see. But I want to put this out here now because the other thing is the sentiment. You know, like I said, I ain't selling it. I don't give a shit if it goes down or whatever it goes down. And still not selling it. I don't have to sell it. I'm not in any kind of position where I have to sell any metals, electronically, or anything. So I won't. And you know, I expect it to be a completely different picture at one point in time. But I smell something's up with this. So, few people that are sticking with it still stick with it. But that's why I always told people not to put all their money into metals, 100%. Now, people told people to put 100% of their money into metals. I said that was irresponsible from day one. See, I don't have a crystal ball as far as like what the price action is going to do. I thought there would be one last washout, actually learning from Mark Farber, and I expected that washout to come in this summer of 2012. It looked that way. Turned out one more peak and then one more, there's another washout. But that's why common sense advice is you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Actually, I'm very heavy on the precious metals, and I know that's very risky, and I said that. But I got reserves to last me a long time. That's the important thing. See? I know some people got mad at me for saying that, about don't go 100% into the metals. Oh, what do you do? They're mad at me for that. They're pissed off at me. But considering you know, none of us knows exactly the moves, but this could be the bottom right around now. It's a hard, fast move. There's two hard, fast moves in a row. You know, you had a tendency like when you got bubble mania and it's going up like this, it's going to go to the moon. Just like people were thinking Bitcoins was going to go like, you know, people say, well, am I an expert on Bitcoins? I don't even know how to buy the stupid things. I don't want to bother with that crap. But you know why I'm an expert on common sense. You can see what a bubble is. It goes up like this. Now, similarly, when you have a nosedive like this, is there any reason why silver and platinum and gold and all that is going down like this, where it's going to, you know, silver? I mean, are we going to be able to talk on the internet because the silver is going to, mines are going to go out of production and won't be any left for the cameras and the electronic devices? Just kidding, but you know what I mean, right? So why is it so low? It ain't like it's Cabbage Patch dolls. You know, I can see the bottom falling out of Cabbage Patch dolls or Gorby dolls when they had Gorbachev around. You know, hula hoops or some shit like that. But it's like one of the most essential commodities on the earth. The only other commodity out there that's bigger than silver with more uses is oil, crude oil. So You know, it's like it's bubble mania on the opposite way. So it could break. It could break. It might not be the bottom. This might be the bottom. This might be the bottom. This might be right now. So we'll see. I thought last summer. I thought 24 to 25 was it. That's what I used to say. And you can look back. That's what I was saying. But I thought it was going to happen back in 2012. And then they said QE3 and it went up. It's been bouncing around like shit lately, and maybe that price point is about right. I don't know. The mines are going to shut down, so it ain't going to stay there, that's for sure. They need the silver, or else we're not going to have communications, for one.